Welcome, one and all, to episode 499 of Scotch and Smoke Rings. I am your friendly neighborhood Oxhorn here, as always, with suspenders set to maximum stun. Got a great show for you today, but first, apologies. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, that I was so late to the broadcast today. I am about 30 minutes late. I do have an explanation. So, I've been working on a lore video all morning that I am getting prepared to publish for the weekend. I had the bright idea of taking a nap before the broadcast, which is normally okay. But just before I was about to go lie down for a nap, my son comes in and says, "Dad, can I play some Subnautica?" And, of course, I said, yes, you can play some Subnautica. I figure he's 6 years old. He's old enough to be in my office unsupervised, despite all of the computer equipment and the props on the shelf. He's old enough to be here unsupervised. So I say, sure, you can play some Subnautica. So I got the game up on this computer, and I went to go lie down for a brief nap. Well, I wake up with just a few minutes to spare, race downstairs to do the broadcast, only to discover that my keyboard was not working properly. The Dark Seraph says, how do you tell the difference between a frog and a horny toad? A frog says, ribbit, ribbit. And a horny toad says, rubbit, rubbit. Oh my gosh. That came right up to crossing the line there, the Dark Seraph. I know you like your dad jokes, but that was I don't know. That made me a little uncomfortable. So just let's walk up to that line and then not cross it. Let's get close to crossing it and then step back. Let's just be very careful with that line. Can we get some hype in the chat, says Mikey Squeeze. Yes, we can get some hype in the chat. I'm glad to see everybody hyped in the chat. Anyway, to finish telling the story. So I come downstairs and I try to log into my computer and it says, login attempt failed, too many incorrect attempts. So I've got two computers. Kid was playing Subnautica on this one. This is my streaming one. I had this one locked. So, one of my children tried to get into my streaming computer. Thankfully, they didn't get in. But it meant that I had to type in some crazy passcode before I could type in my real passcode to get into my computer. So I go in to type the crazy passcode, and my WASD keys aren't working. They're just not doing anything. And the passcode they wanted me to type in included WASD. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Why is WASD not working? I couldn't figure that out because I couldn't log into the computer to Google it. So I had to go onto this computer to figure it out. Turns out, I had no idea that there's this crazy setting where if you hold the function button on the keyboard and press W, it just messes everything up. It ruins your life. The arrow keys on the keyboard become WASD. I know. It's crazy. Who would do that to themselves? What masochist would change the arrow keys on the keyboard to WASD? It boggles the mind. Anyway, so that had happened on my keyboard, and I couldn't log in, and I finally figured it out. I had to hold function and then W to get it to work, and then I had to do the passcode. It was really annoying. So, I learned a lesson. Kids are not old enough to be in my office unsupervised. Also, they had changed the display settings somehow on this computer to make games launch on this monitor for some reason instead of the one that was in front of me, and they changed my display resolution to like 720 480 or something like that. So, I learned a lesson today. Anyway, good to have you on the program. Let's light the cigar and get ready. Sean Fornango says, kids, ha ha ha. Yeah, kids, ha ha. Ben Beck says that's for left-handed people. Oh. And suddenly it all makes sense. Gotcha. All right. Elias says, love you, Oxy. Love you, Elias. Good to have you on the program. Left-handed people. Yeah. No, I get it now. The Dark Seraph says, I'm only familiar with 25 letters in the English language. I don't know why. Is that better? Yes, that's much better. It's not quite as good if you read it. It's better if you hear it. Either that or it just took me a while to process it. I don't know why. Oh, because I said why. Right. Right, because people pronounce it why. No, that's great. I love it. Let's get more like that. At least it was a simple fix. Yeah, it was a simple fix. Okay, today we are drinking some 12-year-old Glenfiddich, and I really shouldn't be doing this. We had a conversation about this on the last program about labels on bottles of booze and labels on cigars. And I've known this for a while, but I never really thought about it. But it's rude. It's impolite to show off what you're drinking and smoking. It's considered in like high society, the convoluted worlds of polo shirts and golf. It's considered rude to show off what you're drinking because you're like broadcasting. Ooh, look at me! I'm drinking a 20-year-old bottle of blah blah blah, and people will sit there and stew in envy. Ooh, he's drinking a 20-year-old bottle of blah blah blah. That jerk. So you're not supposed to show off the labels of what you're drinking and smoking out of respect for the people around you in case they're drinking something like, I don't know, shoe polish. You don't polish tires, do you? Shoe polish. So I need to get a decanter. I'll get a decanter one of these days, but for now we're drinking some 12-year-old Glenlivet. Cade Lane says, love your vids, been watching since Hearthstone, original gangster, #OG. Wow, that was a long time ago. We used to stream Hearthstone on the program every single week. No music? Can you not hear music? Of course you can't hear music. My apologies. Now you can hear music. Let me know what the audio levels are like on that. I've had it going in the background. You just couldn't hear it. Luis Chavez says, did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Great food. No atmosphere. Yes. I loved it. That's so good. Thank you. The dad jokes never get old on this program. They never get old. Why? Why me? Ash Malachi says, good evening, Mr. Oxhorn. Oh, he says, in parentheses, Dracula voice. Okay, let me do that again. Good evening, Mr. Oxhorn. Adam Sandler does it better, I guess. Okay, here we go. Scotch. We could get through it a little bit more. It's just a couple-hour broadcast. You never know. Let's not punish ourselves. Josh says, I feel honored if I end up drinking what you do. Well, I'm glad you feel honored drinking what I do. I feel honored that you're just here. If you're here, great. If you're here drinking what I'm drinking, even better. Buff Canuck says, that was a good dad joke. I love the good dad jokes on the program. All right, what's my lighter? Here we go. Kyle says, the lefties are monsters, Oxhorn. I know. They're alien. I mean, arrows in place of WASD? It's almost immoral. Oh! Al Sidre says, your videos are amazing, especially the Fallout ones. A small question, do you smoke pipes as well as cigars? I started smoking pipes and was told to stop. Being weird, girls don't smoke pipes. Look, girls can do whatever they want. Well, okay, they can't do whatever they want. They can't go off and, murder someone. But yeah, I mean, they could, if girls want to smoke a pipe, girls can smoke a pipe. If they want to smoke a cigar, they can smoke a cigar. If they want to drink 12-year-old Glenfiddich Scotch, they can drink 12-year-old Glenfiddich Scotch. Who told you that a girl can't smoke a tobacco pipe? No, I used to smoke tobacco pipes here on the program many years ago. In fact, that's what I started with. I started with tobacco pipes. And I still enjoy tobacco pipes, but I switched to cigars because cigars are much less maintenance. With a tobacco pipe, you have to pack the pipe properly. If you don't, you get awful tongue bite. Just awful tongue bite. And I don't know what it was, if I was just smoking out of old pipes and I maybe didn't clean them properly or something, but I just couldn't get a pipe that wouldn't give me tongue bite. And I hate that sensation of tongue bite. It just ruins the entire experience for me. I just didn't enjoy it. So I tried it. I had a nice meerschaum lined pipe, and those are supposed to give you extremely quality smokes. And, I bought some new tobacco pipes that were made out of, finely carved briar straight from Turkey. And I tried all of the good pipes, and I tried some fresh pipe tobacco that had just been cut. And no matter what, I just couldn't pack the pipe properly. The tar would just boil in it. So the nice thing about cigars is you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to pack the pipe properly. It's already rolled. If you're using a cigar that was made from single tobacco leaves and it was hand rolled, you don't have to worry about it. It's all done for you. Okay. Cade Lane says, what is brown and sticky? A stick. Moving on. Time Warper says, hey, Ox, finally live. Didn't miss much. I hope happy to see ya. Love your vids. Love your show. Glad to see you, bud. Did you get that snow plowed up? I finally did. The neighbors and I teamed forces and bought a snow plow, or not bought, but rented a snow plow guy, and he came down and plowed the driveway and released my car from the clutches of frozen hell. And I was able to finally get out of the house and get a cup of coffee. That was the reason. We bought the snowplow guy just so that I could go get a cup of coffee. It had been a week, and I had been stuck with drip coffee for a week in Seattle. You can't do that as a proud Washingtonian. So, we bit the bullet, got the car out, paid the guy, and went and got a cup of coffee to celebrate. But the very next day, I took the day off to take my kids to go see a movie. I figured we had all suffered long enough in this house without coffee and without being able to go see movies and all that sort of stuff. So I took the day off and I took the kids to go see the Lego 2 movie, which is why I didn't have a video for you on Wednesday because I took the day off on Tuesday. But I hope you really enjoyed the video that I published today, which was an hour and 30 minutes long. Can you believe it? An hour and 30 minutes of Fallout 3. I woke up early yesterday morning, and I already had the footage shot, but I worked from the moment I woke up till the moment I went to bed to get the video done in time for you today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Lots of more Fallout 3 content ready for you this weekend. We're going to be doing a video on Mr. Burke and the Power of Adam, and then we'll be doing episode 4 in the full story of Fallout 3, the Lone Wanderer finally arriving on Megaton. So lots of great stuff. Hope you're looking forward to that. Tiffany Princess says, love your style. Keep doing what you do. Cool. Flew off the screen. Let me see if I can find it again. Prius Facebook mom says, it just snowed here in Las Vegas. Last time it snowed like this was 15 years ago. Guess all those NCR troopers' wishes came true. Yeah, well, it hasn't snowed like this in Seattle for a good long time. I don't know if it's been 15 years, but I mean, we had, it's crazy. It's like right out of Wisconsin or something. We had way too much snow. Hellman Man says, hey Ox, I was going to get a brain transplant, then I changed my mind. You're just going to throw them all at me today, aren't you? Just going to throw them all at me. Josh Bunton says, did you tip the plow guy with a cup of coffee? We did, actually. We tipped him with a cup of coffee. Of course, after what we paid for the snowplow, we could have bought 1,000 cups of coffee. But that's just, it's the polite thing to do in Seattle. A cup of coffee and some communist literature. Cade Lane says, the best thing about elevator jokes is that they work on so many levels. I just got to stop. Hold on, I just got to stop. Where's my scotch? Here it is. Here it is. Here's the scotch. There we go. Taco, a.k.a. Jersey, says, in Minnesota, snow worries about you. I imagine it would. Buff Canuck says, Oxhorn deserves an Emmy for his last Fallout vid. Oh, because of all of the acting. Right. So in this morning's Fallout 3 video, there were 2 children's stories which we discover in Billy Creel's house. One was the story of Gillifrond or something like that. It was a story about a teddy bear that comes to life and helps the Guardians of Gillifrond. A story about a teddy bear that comes to life and helps a little girl clean her room by magically having the other creatures come to life. Only, it does have a post-apocalyptic sadness because it turns out that her favorite stuffed mouse, after he comes to life, he ends up being a jerk. So her heart was broken because her favorite stuffed mouse was a jerk. Tear. Then there was the poem of the Song of the Light Man. And I never went into Billy Creel's house before I did this video. So I saw that poem sitting there, Song of the Light Man, and I couldn't help it. I'm sitting there going, Night Man, ah! And I had to include it in the video because it's Song of the Night Man, right? Anyone? No? There were a few people in the comments of the video who got it. But it ended up being not even closely related to that. Of course, it makes sense. I believe the game came out far before that particular TV show. Guardians of the Sun, 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 Sun. Nocturne Chanson says, amazing what 76ers sell vendors. Got a full set of Ultrasight for 500 caps. Really? That must have been someone's accident. No one would sell an Ultrasight suit of armor for 500 caps. I think they might have made that mistake. But if it's in a vendor inventory, it's up for grabs, right? RT Firefly says, fellow Washingtonian, what's your opinion of Oregon? I go to Oregon when I want to smoke indoors because you can't smoke indoors in Washington, at least not in a public place. So, for example, you can't go to a cigar bar in Washington because, first of all, they don't exist. But if they did exist, they would be forced not to exist because you're not legally allowed to smoke indoors in Washington. So, for my bachelor party, when I got married, my brother took me to Oregon where we could actually smoke indoors. So I've got positive things to say about Oregon. Mark Eric Lane says, here's one for you, Ox. What's the hardest part? Oh, this is awful. What's the hardest part of a vegetable to eat? The wheelchair. Really, man? I mean, that's awful. But it's really funny. It's awful. I feel horrible laughing at that. Oh, where do you guys come up with these? Oh, it's so bad. Okay. Cade Lane says whiteboards are freaky. Whiteboards are freak. In fact, they are remarkable. You made that one up, didn't you? I think you made that one up. You made that up. Jason says, this is why I watch Ox. You're great, and the dad jokes, I love it. Oh, man. So this is why you can't open. This is all the Dark Seraph's fault. You, the Dark Seraph, opened up with a dad joke. First super chat of the broadcast. Now what? We're 30 minutes in the program, just sitting here reading dad jokes. It's awful, man. Vegetable? Really? All right. Here, I've got a problem. I showed this off on the program a few weeks ago. I think I did. This is the Fusion Core replica you get from Think Geek. It's an official licensed prop. Comes with this ridiculously heavy stand. It's got to be filled with sand or something. It's so heavy. But the print quality is great. It's not 3D printed. It's molded, I suppose. It's molded plastic. Great design and construction quality. So I bought the also officially licensed Bethesda Fusion Core charger. Yes, right? And the way it's supposed to work is it comes with this cord. You plug it in to the wall and you charge it up. Turn it on. Here. So as you can see, I'm 1 bar. Where's my phone? There. Then if I want to charge my phone. There. So it's charging, right? Here's the problem. Why are they different sizes? I want these to be the same size. I want them to be 1-to-1 ratio, like 2 scale Fallout 4 props, right? Official replicas of the Fusion cores. No, they're different sizes. Why would they do this? I understand that they might not have needed to have made this as large as this, but this entire Fusion core could fit inside this. If this is the 1-to-1 scale replica, why didn't they just put this inside the actual 2 scale replica of a Fusion core? Why did they have to make this mini Fusion core? Now I can't display both. I have to choose one to display on the shelf. Otherwise, it'll break immersion. And I don't want that. I can't break immersion. It's frustrating. It's cool. It works. It charges my phone. And it's a Fusion core, which is great. But it's just the wrong size. Why? Thomas Dornick says, I've been watching the LA Noire videos. They are like a crime show. Also, the full story of Fallout, you got to pay the troll toll to... I'm not even going to say it aloud. You got to pay the troll toll to get the... I'm not even going to say it aloud because people will use this against me. There are people who would take this audio out of context and use it against me. But yes. Thank you, Thomas. That is indeed the reference. Tiffany Princess says, hi, Ox, my son, and I love your videos. We watch almost all of your Fallout series. Keep up the good work. Can't wait for Fallout 2. Thank you. Well, and a big welcome to your son as well. I am also looking forward to tackling Fallout 2 on this program. Roman says, hey, Oxhorn, did you know that Pavel from Metro, Crest from Exodus, and Set Roth from Wolfenstein are voiced by the same guy? No. Pavel from Metro and Crest were voiced by the same guy. I'm going to have to pay attention to Crest's voice when we play tomorrow. Tomorrow is a live stream of Metro Exodus, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's been so difficult. It's a problem when I find a new game that I really love and I want to play it, but I can't do lore about it yet because I haven't played the entire game yet, so I don't know how it ends, and I can't do lore videos about it. So I've got to continue to do lore videos about subjects that I know and understand, so that's my day, or that's my week. But the entire week, all I'm thinking about is Metro. All I want to do is play Metro. And I can't play it. I have to wait for my stream days to be able to sit down and enjoy the game. Weird Beard says maybe the Power Bank Fusion Core is as small as it is for making it easier for taking on the go. Maybe. But I guess I'm being selfish by thinking about it from the perspective of someone wanting a 1-to-1 scale prop. Maybe that's not what most people want or need. Maybe they want something they can slip into their purse. Time Warper says, why was everyone mad when Dad was in the kitchen? Because he cut the cheese. I think my son would like that one. I'll save that to tell to my 6-year-old son. He'll get a kick out of it, I think. Rachel says, "Hey Ox, doing the Sanctuary Companion roommate build. Love Strong and Dance, but how would you match Curie, Hancock, Deacon, and Old Longfellow?" I remember your comment from earlier. That's tricky. I'm tempted on one hand to say Deacon and Curie because she's a synth, and of course he works for the railroad, so they'll probably get along really well. But I don't know if Hancock and Longfellow would get along well. Something tells me they probably would clash. So maybe I would match Curie and Old Longfellow, because maybe Curie would remind Old Longfellow of his wife, and they'd have, fond chats or something. And then Hancock and Deacon, they kind of respect each other anyway. So maybe they would. I mean, if you take Deacon to Good Neighbor, he'll say that, Mayor Hancock turns a blind eye to what the railroad does. So Hancock kind of likes the railroad. So, yeah, they'd probably get along. Maybe that's what I would do. Deacon and Hancock, Curie, and Old Longfellow. Cade Lane says, "I just watched a video about beavers. It was the best damn video I've ever seen." Ajax says, "Good afternoon, Ox. Let's enjoy some good commentary and have some good laughs and just have a good night. Cheers." I believe the same thing. Let's just have a good night. That was very nice. That was a damn good beaver dam joke. Scotch. A Forgotten User says, "Hey Oxhorn, will you be streaming Metro after this?" Yes, but not tonight. I'll be streaming Metro tomorrow. Tomorrow's my stream day. We'll do a good 4 hours of Metro Exodus tomorrow. Try to get out of this particular zone that we're stuck in. It's going to be tricky. I had to log out right in the middle of a stealth mission in Metro. I'm trying to get through the traders without killing any of them, which I failed at a lot until I went and slept until night. So we're back at the traders tugboat. We've slept until night. I've already decommissioned a few of them. We're ready to go again. Mark Eric Lane says, "Here's one less likely to make us go straight to hell. Why did the banana run for president? Because it had a peel." This is my night now. This is my evening. I just have to deal with it. Thankfully, I have Scotch. Cheers. Josh Bunton says, "Will Hancock did turn himself into a ghoul, so yeah. Yeah, he'd probably be cool with almost everyone. I don't know if he'd be cool with Longfellow, because they're both strong personalities." Nocturne Chanson, look, I would read that dad joke, but I think you or someone else said that last week. That exact same joke. Lewis says, "Oxford, what do you call a fake noodle? An impasta." Cool. Is it time for the game yet? No, not yet. Okay, I'm just almost there. Hiya Rub says, "Oxhorn, are you going to do a face reveal?" Probably not for a while. I've always been a shy individual. And the thought about, being bold and stepping out there and showing the world my face, I kind of got to work up to that. So this is a mask, and this is all a costume. I'm wearing my fat suit. And, someday when I'm confident enough, I'll be able to unzip it and just step out and say to the world, "Look, this is me. Take me as I am. love me or hate me, but I am unashamed. This is me. Someday. Vault Dude says, Oxhorn, I'm late. Sorry. I made new friends on 76, and we've been role-playing raiders. Sadly, people just log off after we attack. We're not trying to grief. Just be the NPCs we should be for others. Really? They're logging off while when you attack? That's strange. I actually... Well, the few times I've been attacked in the game, I've had a lot of fun. The PvP can be a lot of fun, so I'm surprised that so many people would log right out. Binary Ghost says, you mean your thick suit. Right, that's what the kids are calling it these days. You're not fat. You're not morbidly obese. You're thick. Double C. Thick. Okay, I'll be thick. You know what's a new one that I heard? An absolute unit. I know. Someone came out of the program and said, ooh, Oxhorn, you're an absolute unit. A unit of measure? Am I a unit of measurement now? Do people measure things by 1.5 Oxhorns? Okay, I will be your thick absolute unit. True Memester says, what do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Okay, all right. That was simple, but really funny. I like that. That's great. Leggett Yazzie says, episode 500 is close. What are you going to do? Oh, I don't know, man. People have been asking about what I'm going to do for the episode 500 unit, or episode unit, the 500th episode for a long time, and I have no ideas. I'm just going to have to say nothing. I don't have any plans for episode 500, aside from what I'm already doing. I can't think of a better way to enjoy episode 500 of this program than to just sit here and smoke a cigar and drink scotch and talk about absolute thick units. That's what I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to throw a party. That's stressful. You come in with streamers and a party hat and, play some sort of song and do like the Fortnite floss and whatever, dab maybe. No, it's just... I want to smoke a cigar and drink scotch and read dad jokes. Is that okay? Oxhorn, you absolutely... RT Firefly says, Oxhorn, you absolute mad lad. I know. I'm incorrigible. Caitlin says, what do you call a Mexican with no car? Carlos? Carlos. Carlos? It works better if you say... You would think it would be pronounced Carlos, but Carlos makes more sense, right? Because... Is that how you say Carlos in Spanish? Carlos? I don't know. Super Edgy Teen 69 says he's so old. I love you. Am I exhibiting my age? Is that what this is? Man, that's so radical. Eric the Red says, if you ever decide to endorse a product, you should consider podiums. They're definitely a product you can stand behind. Okay, that was actually good. I like that. Ash Malachi says, Ox, episode 500 is not episode 500 as you did not have an episode 411. What? Did I skip episode 411? Oh, that's right. I think I did. And I went straight to 412. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know why. A while ago, I decided that if I skipped an episode, I would skip the episode. I wouldn't just make the next week that episode. And so I've stuck with that for 10 years now, almost 10 years. I don't know if that was the wisest choice, but I have not skipped many episodes. Dude in a Mask says, a bird walked into a bar. Turns out it's a crowbar. Nocturne, Nocturne Chanson says, I do YouTube, but I've got a face for radio. I feel ya. I'm in the same boat. The D says, what do you call a cow with 2 legs? Lean beef. Oh, that's great. Okay. I like it. Better Cheddar says, these jokes, they make me sad. Oh, you're in the wrong place, my friend. I think you're in the wrong place. Courtney Krause says, today, a girl said she recognized me from the Vegetarian Club, but I've never met her before. Oh, that joke is so bad. Oh, it's so bad. I never met her before? Oh, man. Oh, where's my lighter? My cigar is out. You guys are telling too many jokes, and now my cigar is out. Valdude says, did I miss any props? Yeah, you're going to have to watch the replay because I'm not going to go through the whole spiel I did with the fusion course again. All Sid Ray says, glad to support you. If it means more Fallout vids, I would have just spent it on pizza anyway. Either that or rent. Thank you for the tip, but please don't tell me that you're tipping me instead of paying your rent or eating a meal. That's the last thing I need is a guilt trip because you decided to tip me instead of eating or paying for housing. just tip me and give me an emoji or something. And then that's fine. But don't tell me you're doing it instead of paying rent. It's going to make me feel bad. I don't want your tips if you have to pay rent. I'll just say that now. Keep your money, please. And pay your rent. Oh my gosh. Oh, they just keep coming. Okay, Cade Lane says, hey Ox, why did the coffee file a police report? It got mugged. Good. Mark Eric Lane. Ooh, this one's edgy. He says, screw it, Ox. One more for the road. What do you call the kid of an anti-vax parent? Limited edition. Though, I mean, I don't know if that works. Technically, we are all limited editions, where there's only one edition of each of us. It would have to be more temporal, like for a short time only. That would be, it's horrible, but that would be more accurate. It's not a limited edition. It would be like, no, I get it. Ludus Infinium says, again, Mr. Oxhorn, thank you for the inspiration from a fan since the Rafamal days to the start of a channel. Wow, thank you very much. All the way from the Rafamal days. Long time ago. Good to have you here on the program. Roman says, warning, go out of your way not to kill good or even ambiguously good guys in Metro, or the game will make you feel miserable. Oh, great. This is why I replayed this scene with the merchants 3 or 4 times last stream to avoid killing any of them, because I knew this was going to happen. In the past 2 Metro games, if you killed a non-combatant, you kept getting the bad endings. I made one mistake earlier on. I killed one of those crazy energy cult people. And I think I might have made a mistake. We'll see. Wade Speakerman says, Oxhorn, the greatest owl musician was who? Deanie. Good one. The D says, question, what's the difference between beer nuts and deer nuts? Answer. Beer nuts are $1.50 a pound. Deer nuts are under a live buck. Thanks, D. Joel Burbado says, my sick child, he needs medicine, but here you go. Here's a tip, you evil bastard. You've lost karma. Thank you. I will take your tip money instead of you spending that money on your sick child. And I don't feel bad. No. Sith Forever says, I was going to tell a chemistry joke, but I don't think I'll get a reaction. Ben Beck says, how about no game for episode 500? Well, that used to be Scotch and Smoke Rings. For the first 5 years of the program, I didn't do any games. I just did a big Q&A session. So that would be like a return home. But I think many people show up expecting some gameplay, so maybe we'll stick with the game. Thorny Games says, hey, Oxhorn, have you ever heard of the movie Constipation? It never came out. That's good. Binary Ghost says, here's some love, Ox. Thanks for getting me through the workday. Thank you for the tip. You are indeed welcome. Al Sidray says, Father. This is a conversation between two people. The father says, I gave all of your money to the orphanage. And the son says, why would you do that? And the father says, so you don't get bored when I drop you off there. That's just mean. That's just mean. It's not a dad joke. That's just cruel. I mean, at least he gave... But why would you just put the money in your son's pocket and take him to the orphanage? Not drop the money off at the orphanage first. Then go back home. Tell your son, I put all your money at the orphanage, so we're going to go there next. Cry now while you're in the car. Get it out of your system. You've got all your money waiting for you at the orphanage. This is mean. Jackson says, Wadsworth level jokes here. Yeah. Oh, Ajax? What is with all these mean jokes? Ajax says, Ox, I just had to join in. This one's really wrong. Why are orphans bad at baseball? Because they can't find home? And then he says, I'm sorry. Why? Why so mean? Super Edgy Teen says, you missed my joke. Well, I can't catch them all. I'll try and scroll up. Why was 7 afraid of 8? Because 8 was a registered 6 offender? Come on. Come on, man. That one is so bad it's funny. I mean, it's not funny in and of itself. It's funny because it's just so bad. Just dumb. You can't say dumb anymore, can you? Just bad. All right. Caitlin says, what did the grape do when you stepped on it? It let out a little wine. Maple God says, are there any plans for an X688 video? Yeah. Eventually. I don't like him. I mean, I like him. I travel with X6 as my primary companion for my Institute character, and he's really interesting that way, but he's not a good person. He's not a good person. Wade Speakerman says, why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. The Dark Seraph says, so do all the mean jokes make you miss the naughty jokes from earlier? Yeah, I had more fun with the naughty ones. I mean, we need to like not get too naughty. Just almost naughty, but not quite. Because too naughty is bad. But mean is bad too. I don't like mean. All Sid Ray says, you're right, that was mean. I'm sorry. Josh Bunton says, here's $2 for not being a Pokemaster. Is that like a Pokemon reference? Pokemon was after my time. I don't know. I never got into Pokemon as a child. Like, I think I had graduated high school right about when Pokemon made its migration from Japan to America. I never got into it. Luis Chavez says, why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. That one's nice. I like that one. That's a good one. Will McMurray says, I'm leaving this chat if any more dad jokes are created. All right, guys, no more orphans and dad jokes. Well, I don't know. I don't know what this is saying about the Scotch and Smoke Rings audience when we're getting a lot of like orphanage and, you know, crippled people in wheelchairs and I can't say crippled, can I? I don't know. Like all of these words are now politically incorrect, and I can't say anymore. I don't know. I don't know the whole list. I should probably have a list of words that used to be innocuous that are now bad, so I don't say them. Raman says, by the way, give the guitar to Stepan, the guy with the big beard. Yeah, I was going to do that, but then I went back to the train and they all moved on towards the tugboat. So I'll have to wait till we finish that mission. Then I'll give the guitar to Stepan. Yo Queen says, are you going to play Anthem live? Probably not. Probably not. Jason says, what do you call it when a midget escapes from prison? A small, medium, at large? Sorry, Ox, I just had to. I don't think you executed that joke correctly. I think the way it's supposed to go is what do you call it when a midget fortune teller escapes from prison? Then it would be a small, medium, at large, right? Though midget is another one of those words you're not supposed to say, right? You guys, I think you're trying to get me in trouble. I think some of you are trying to get me in trouble. Rachel says, live stream WoW for 500th episode. Probably not. Now, maybe go back to my roots someday, but not something I'm interested in right now. Captain Dammit says, when might we get an office tour video? When I finish it. I've still got a lot to do. It's coming along, but there are still a few props that I'm waiting on. Many of which were by Bethesda, and they've been delayed until April, so it might be a while. But I will eventually do the office tour in a bit. Ever considered playing Dishonored for the stream, says Jackson. Maybe. I have looked into it, and it's something I might consider, but I'm having a really good time with Wolfenstein for now, and then we got to do BioShock. So I'm thinking that's probably how we'll go for a while. John Uhas says, did you hear they built a restaurant on the moon? The food was out of this world, but there was no atmosphere. Didn't we do that one earlier? John, I think we did that one earlier. You might be new to the program or you came late, because I think that was a dad joke from earlier. But thank you very much for the super chat anyway. Wolf's Bane says, a neutron walks into a bar and asks for a drink. The bartender says, for you, no charge. Always a classic. I guess you could say anorexia isn't a piece of cake, says James. Some of these are just starting to get offensive. Maybe we should just stop with the dad jokes for now, okay? Nocturne Jansen says, why did the chicken stop on the road? She wanted to lay it on the line. But if the line is on the side of the road, right? The line, there's no line in the middle of the road. The cars don't straddle a line. The line is on the sides. Those are the borders. You're not supposed to cross the line when you're driving on the road. I don't know. Div says, first time supporting you, you glorious bearded man you. Here's my contribution. Dr. Frankenstein entered a bodybuilding contest. He realized upon arrival that he'd misunderstood the objective. Yeah, that's good. Doesn't offend anybody. Funny. I like it. That's nice. Dishonored is great, says Swift Mail. Well, maybe I'll have to tackle it. Josh says, yes, some do hug the middle line. Oh, if it's a 2-lane highway, right? Okay. If it's a 2-lane highway, that might make sense. All Sid Ray says, Ox, I have a question about New Vegas. The New Vegas quest, My Kind of Town. The NCR trooper in the outpost doesn't respond to me, so I made Slim the sheriff. Hey, you. Hold on. What do you do, Anna? Aren't you supposed to be in bed? Well, Daddy's smoking, and you know you can't be in my office when I'm smoking. Okay. Thank you. All right. Go up to your bed, okay? Sorry. I had a little intruder. All Sid Ray, I don't know how to solve your problem with My Kind of Town. Sorry about that. I don't think I've ever had that problem before. Ratsmith Gaming says a kid walks up to his dad and asks why is my name Carson? His dad replies, because you were born in a car, son. Mark Eric says, I lied, Ox. I have one more, then I'm done. For real this time. My family is a real treasure. I have to dig them up to see them. Really? A joke about a dead family? Okay. Absolute Horse says, a horse walks into a bar. The bartender says, why the long face? Thank you, Absolute Horse. Roman says, hey, Oxhorn, how's your snow siege going? Going well. We finally broke the siege and got out of the house. Feeling good. Anna says, hey, Oxhorn, just thought you should know that the title says $4.98 instead of $4.99. Also, sorry for saying so repeatedly in chat. I hate being that person. Well, Anna, this is the first time I've seen that. And there you go. Fixed. Well, at least it may be fixed. I just fixed it. But I don't know if you'll see it. Yoquin says, it's finally good to catch your stream live, by the way. Good to have you here. Peter says, can gas coffins be a success? Remains to be seen. I think he meant glass coffins, not gas coffins. Oh, he just deleted it. Okay. Yes, glass coffins. Will glass coffins be a success? I don't know. Remains to be seen. Gotcha. That makes sense. I got it. Vlad says, can you smoke a $500 cigar for episode 500? Love the vids. Oh, I don't know. That would be a very expensive cigar. I don't even know if I could find one in time. Drayjack says, will you be playing the new steampunk game coming out? I don't know. What's the name of the game? I don't think I know what you mean. The closest to steampunk I've ever gotten is playing BioShock. Weird Beard says, Ox, why do you think the storyline of L.A. Noire altered directions quite abruptly in terms of Cole Phelps' intimate relationships? That's a great question, and it's a tricky one. So the entire theme of L.A. Noire is redemption, and we don't really understand why Cole Phelps needs to be redeemed until much later in the game. They're slowly trying to give us flashbacks to Cole's time in the military, in the Marines during World War II. But it isn't until the very end of the game that we see the flashbacks that show us why he was ashamed of his time in the military and why he was trying to redeem himself with his work in the LAPD. So it could be that they recognize that, and in an attempt to make Cole feel like he needs redemption, they had him do something bad. Again, that might be it. I'm not exactly sure why, because I agree it does feel really out of character for Cole to do what he did at the end of Manifest Destiny, or actually halfway through Manifest Destiny. What keyboard is that? Pretty lights. I built this one. This is a so the board itself is a PC gaming race, I think. They're called it's a PC gaming race board, and then I had to buy some cherry switches. I have blues, whites, and browns in there, and then I had the keycaps made with PSD plastic or something like that. Pimp my keyboard or something, I forget. Anyway, I kind of put it together myself. Plarby says, today marks the 28th anniversary of my existence. Can I get a huzzah? Huzzah to Plarby. Huzzah to Plarby. Happy birthday, my friend. Jonah says, hi, Ox, did I ever tell you that I wrote an essay on you for school? I don't know if you've told me that or not. I think I heard something about that a while ago, but I don't know if it was from you. But I'm flattered. I hope you got an A. Time Warper says, hey, Oxhorn, do you think we can justify the Wendigo by saying it may be the scorched disease added to the radiation that caused it? Sure. I mean, we could say it's a big, add radiation. That's a little bit of magic. And then we can toss in some scorched beast disease on there and just mix it up in the cauldron. And oops, Wendigo pops out. Maybe. I mean, the science for all of the creatures in the Fallout universe isn't always there, Adam Smoke, that's disgusting. I'm not reading that on my program. All right, we should probably get to Wolfenstein. Let's get the game up here. Let's see, where's my Steam? There we go. Okay, time for some Wolfenstein: The New Colossus. Cade with a tip says, does it smell like up, dog? What's up, dog? What's up, dog? I really want to know. Never Be Better says, have you heard of Kingdom Come Deliverance, Oxhorn? No, sad to say I've never heard about it. The Elvis Man says, hey, Oxhorn, where did you get that Fallout New Vegas sign? I got it from eBay. It was a prop that was given to people in the media, newspaper journalists and so forth, for the promotion of Fallout New Vegas. So it wasn't publicly available. But I managed to find it on eBay.
Well done, Yingler. You fresh apple, you...
Herr Blaskowitz, your lady, Anya, she was here looking for you?
Oh, yes. Anya found Caroline's notes about the American resistance cell in New York City. Look for her in Caroline's room.
Have you listened to die Käfer, Hassan?
Yeah, what, Mädele?
Okay.
Behind wir sind die Band, die Käfer. Have you listened to their music?
Music?
Well, we enjoyed this little song and dance from her last week. So let's go see if we can find Anya. And she was in Caroline's room, so that's the helm. Ammo depot, shooting range. Let's see if we can find her at... no, that's our room. BJ and Anya. Max Haas. So I think we need to go upstairs for the helm. There.
Greetings.
Here we go. Follow the crying. Did we get to see her dance again? No. We'll leave that to last episode. We got to see her dance in last episode.
Oh, William. I can still smell her in here. I found Caroline's notes on the American resistance cell in New York City. I know their exact location. Go talk to Wyatt for me. I asked him to do something, and he wouldn't come out of his room. We have to gather everyone to get ready for our next move. We've almost arrived in New York City.
Okay.
How am I gonna tell her I'll be joining you, Caroline? Make her watch as I fade away.
Now,
Maybe
why
she
does...
already knows. Keeps pretending, like me.
Why does he think that? Why does he think that he's got to die? Because he kept talking like that in the last episode, too. Denise Martinez says, if you could recommend only one game, Ox, what would it be? Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing this to me for? One game? One game. For the rest of, what? Eternity or forever? I don't know. Fallout 4. How about that? Press to view. Irene Engel, rank general, age 56, years of service. Oh, we saw this. Okay. Wyatt. Where is Wyatt?
Signore,
I don't know. Fallout 4 is great. It's got some good replay value, so if you had to play it in it alone
Hello.
forever.
Good evening, Captain Blazkowicz.
Sick boy, sets lab. I mean, at least you could do settlement building, right? Club Creosote. Gotta go find Wyatt.
Pleasure, Captain Blazkowicz.
Why do they do this to me? Wyatt. Here we go. Okay, this exits the level. All right.
Gosh darn it to heck! What's up, Cap?
I reviewed Caroline's notes. The New York City resistance group is concealed at the top of the state building. It said?
Yes.
I assume the high altitude means the radiation is at tolerable levels?
Yes.
However, we can't simply fly in there in our Nazi helicopters because we're gonna be shot down.
Can we reestablish contact? Let them know that we're coming?
I've looked, but I couldn't find any means of contacting them in Caroline's notes.
Well, we'll have to approach from ground level. Introduce ourselves face to face.
Ground level, I mean, the whole city is saturated by fallout from the Nazi atom bomb.
Immersion.
Lethal levels of radiation if we go there without protective wear.
Well, this armor will protect from all radiation.
Guess you're going this one alone, Cap.
What else is new?
Mbate, can you give him a ride?
Easy. Sure, boss.
Can I help?
Uh-oh.
5 degrees port, and then continue straight forward.
You got it, Blondie.
Uh-oh.
Hey, big friend. You better watch out for the crocodiles.
Crocodiles?
It's not New York underground crawling with crocodiles.
But no, I'm from Texas.
Oh, dear.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, here we are. We are in a post-apocalypse, right? We've got New York City, which was hit by a Nazi nuclear bomb. So we've got radiation Oops. We've got radiation and death everywhere.
Men, women, children. Not screaming no more. But I can still hear you.
Man. Blazkowicz can get real, I don't know, emo sometimes, I guess. I can still hear you. The men, women, and children still screaming. Still screaming. I can hear your screams if I didn't make it clear previously. The fact that you're dead doesn't matter because I am so emotional and in tune with my morality that the screams that you're not screaming, I can hear them because that's how emotional I am. Fuel? Did I just fuel a gun? What kind of gun did I just get? Goth, boss. Goth, says Plarby. Okay. So not emo, goth. We've got a goth Texan. Okay. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Ash Malachi says, I hear dead people.
Should be possible to blow that hatch open from the inside.
Man, it's been a week since I've played and I'm forgetting all of my key bindings. I'm getting them confused with the last Wolfenstein game I played. Alright. We gotta do this again. Wow, this game is really dark.
Cap, you there? Listen, Cap, transmission's weak. Make your way through the city and reach the state building. And watch out. Whoa. Jeez, my head. Whoa. Oh, I'm feeling a little lightheaded, Cap. Watch out for the Nazi search parties is what I was going to say.
Alright, that sounded real... It sounded like a robot that kind of got a glitch there. Wyatt did not sound human. All right, let me see if I can remember what my key bindings are. Okay, controls, keyboard bindings, reload, weapon wheel, V. Next weapon, wheel up, wheel down, so I could go V so, instead of the wheel up. Last used weapon, hold, enable left-hand cycling, jump, sprint, crouch, use. Toggle dual wheel, throw grenade, F, hint. Toggle left weapon upgrade Z. Or C. C is what I wanted. Okay. Nothing. So I don't have a silencer on that yet? Do I have a silencer on that? Nope. What's that? Oh, left hand. Gotcha. Okay. Up we go. Hold on. Chat is not updating. 1 second. There we go. Wyatt is on some good acid, says Gray Man. Oh, is that what that is? He kind of paused half sentence and went, sort of broke down. Okay, post-apocalyptic New York. This is what everybody wants to explore in the Fallout universe, by the way. But hey, at least we get to explore it in the Wolfenstein universe. Marcy's letter, December 21st, 1948. Dear Carolyn, thank you for the gifts. I hadn't realized we were that close to Christmas. Nothing but war bonds this year. I should have known my little sister would find a way around, like she always does. The scarf you knitted from my old sweater really is cute. I wanted to give it to Lieutenant Steffens, a patient of mine who lost both legs at the Battle of North River, but the captain wouldn't let me due to a suicide attempt. The Lord have mercy on their souls, but I can't find it in my heart to blame those wanting to end it all as I lay awake at night listening to their tormented cries. And we don't have any epinephrine left after 2 supply ships were torpedoed by the Germans. I miss you, my sweet sister. When this is over, will I see you again in the orchard by the old house? All my love to you, Mom and Robert, Marcy. Oh dear. So this was written before New York was bombed by the Nazis. Roman says, Ox, what's your opinion on Jack Daniels number 7? I tried Glenfiddich looking at you, and it tasted horrible. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. I mean, it's a strong Scotch. It really is. It may be more up your alley, Jack Daniels. But you know what? Try Red Label. Try some Red Label whiskey. That might be better. Any more lore? We found that letter by exploring the wreck. Let's see if we can find any more in these wrecks. Just hope there are no jump scares. Hey, it's not Metro, so we shouldn't get jump scares, right? Oh, man. Is Wolfenstein like Fallout? Kind of. So it is set in an alternative timeline, much like how the Fallout universe has a divergence as well. But in my opinion, Wolfenstein is more diesel punk compared to Fallout's atom punk. So Wolfenstein is more Zeppelins, gasoline, and diesel-fueled machines, high-tech weaponry that sort of has a retro-futuristic design. It's hard to describe. It is similar, but it's also very different. I guess... Oh. That's what we call a happy accident. Oh, nope. Nope, can't get under there. Okay. That's right, this isn't Metro. I can't actually swim. Well, in that case, let's go swim this way. And I don't have to worry about weapon degradation. That is to say, weapons getting dirty. Frustrating thing about Metro is weapons get dirty, and you gotta constantly use acid to clean them. It's really annoying. Grizz says it's also a straight-up FPS versus being a sandbox RPG. Yeah, you're right. So obviously the gameplay styles are very different. This is a straight-up linear level-based FPS compared to, and when compared to Fallout, Fallout's just been an open-world RPG. Okay, so I've got a couple of officers nearby. Looks like that's the way I need to go. But I found some gold by exploring, so let's do a little bit more exploring. One thing about this is swimming is really slow, frustratingly. Here we go. So I guess in addition to being a radiation suit, this magical ancient Jewish suit is also a swimsuit. Like I can breathe underwater with it. Oh wow, look at all these shipping containers. Looks like a container ship has been wrecked. Josh Bunton says, I'd rather explore China myself. I also would like to explore China. The problem with exploring China in the Fallout universe is it would be very hard to maintain the atom punk feel of the game in China, which I believe had a completely different culture compared to America in the Fallout universe during the war. It would certainly be interesting, but it wouldn't feel like a Fallout game, you know? Looks like I can't go that way. Okay. So we have traveled far afield. Ah. I wish I had a silencer. And this is where I came from, right? It was a ferry. It was a ferry boat. I see. All right, let's go up this bridge and then go to the left. I believe that's probably the way it was intended to be explored. Let's move this to my right hand. Maxed out. That is some super soldier running right there. Okay. So moving up there is probably where I'll begin to see enemies. What's this? A nuked ice cream stand? Are we on like a boardwalk? Or a carnival? It's almost like we can hear cars traveling from before the war. Welcome. Manhattan, I guess. East something decks. We can't read it. Okay, we're getting close. Keep an eye out for officers. Oh man, look at this wrecked plane. Let's see what's over here first. Oh. One second. Sorry, I've got a new setup, and I'm trying to broadcast with something called Stream Deck, which has a bunch of new buttons up on my platform, and I'm trying to get used to it still. Oop, there's the officer. Okay. One down.
Negativ. Konntest du den Kerl irgendwo ausmachen? Negativ. Du da! Du bist im Weg! Kann nicht schießen! Alarm! Ich brauche sofort Verstärkung! Verstanden, Herr Kommandant. Verstärkung ist auf dem Weg.
Nazis in hazmat suits. Woo. Where is this other officer? All right, hold on just a minute. Sorry, folks. We had a little one who did not want to go to bed. She was running all over the house. Did not want to go to bed. So wife and I had to chase her down and put her in bed and tuck her in. Hopefully she'll stay. Thank you for your patience and sorry for the interruption. Let's get back to killing Nazis. How about that? Finally, man. That last officer. Lock the door, says Sean. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't about my door being unlocked or not. It was. Oh, you mean her bedroom door? Her bedroom door doesn't have locks. Neither does my son's door. The house didn't really come with locks on all of the bedroom doors. In fact, I don't think most. Do many houses come with locks on bedroom doors? The bathrooms have locks, but our bedrooms don't have locks. I had to install a lock on my office just to make sure the kids don't fiddle with my computer equipment during the night. But it wasn't a matter of locked doors with my office today. It was a matter of having to chase her around the house. Who did that? She just did not want to go to bed. She's a lot like my brother, honestly. I remember when my brother and I were children, my brother was really headstrong and really stubborn. And when he didn't want to do something, he just did not want to do it. And my little daughter is the same way. She's very headstrong, which is a good thing on one hand. I'm glad that she's headstrong. I want her to be, to have confidence and all of that. But when it comes to bedtime, it is bedtime, and you have to obey mommy and daddy. Otherwise, you're going to have a miserable day, especially when she's going to be getting through preschool and starting first grade soon. She's got to learn that a bedtime is important. Okay, I'm going through and looting everything that I missed when I was trying to frantically chase down those Nazi Josh says, of the mutations you could get in 76, what was your favorite that you got? I did not get many mutations, but the one that I really loved was marsupial. In fact, I loved the marsupial mutation so much that I completely changed my build just so that I could keep it. I had not planned on doing a mutations playthrough at all. I didn't plan on getting any mutations and keeping them until I got that mutation. Once I got that mutation, I was like, all right, this is it. I love mutations. I'm going to keep this mutation. Okay, back down here. I wanted to see what was over here. There we go. Press J to view gold. That's 2 of 50. Is that 2 of 50 in the level or 2 of 50 in the game? I heard something clattering around down here. Ooh. And that's where I was. Okay. Okay, now we can go back up. Hold to inspect. Reader, bring our troops home. We must end all combat operations overseas and make some kind of peace treaty with the Nazis. America's pessimism about the World War is a fact, and it must be acknowledged by our leaders. They should be fighting to bring back our boys to American shores. Let's stop fantasizing about winning the war and instead look at what victory would cost us in American lives and what it has cost us already. The war effort is not worth it. Let's end it while we still can. Bring our troops home. Stanley Hopkins, October 17th, 1948. Goodness. Roman says children only learn the bedtime value in college. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Maybe it's just a struggle uphill. I don't know. Oop. Unlocked a new concept. All this stuff just scattered around the ruins. Man, I'm glad I came back downstairs. I would have missed lore and a new concept. Here we go. We're going to jump for it. No! At least I caught myself. I wish I had a flashlight. It's really dark down here. I love the mutation speed demon because of the the increased reload speed. Do you hear that? Almost sounded like groaning. I haven't gotten that mutation yet. I'll have to keep an eye open because that sounds really interesting. Any mutation that increases reload speed is okay in my book. I could have sworn I heard groaning, which would mean ghosts. Okay, now, back to where we killed the other German officer. And I think I looted everything up here. Maybe that's wind. Upgrade kit. What's that? All right, one upgrade kit available. I can do a silencer from my pistol. Oh, I already have the silencer from my pistol. That's right. Extended magazine, Magnum. Higher damage output, increased recoil louder. Marksman scope. Nail gun. Integral suppressor. Sweet, but that doesn't have a scope. Diesel craft work. Ignition muzzle. Supercharge. Extended tank. And then hand grenades. Well, let's see. This is the only one with a marksman scope. And it doesn't have a suppressor, so I don't get a sniper rifle. That's really cool, though. Let's get that sniper scope. There we go. That's what I wanted. house over there. Is that where I came? Luke says, "Hey Ox, here's for the great parenting skills. And thank you for uploading your recording sessions to YouTube. They are great to watch." Well, that's extremely kind. Thank you so much. It's tricky when kids interrupt the stream. They're both at such a young age that they don't know any different. My daughter, she just sees the camera and she gets excited because she likes cameras. Okay, up we go. Jason M says, "Just finished Metro. Awesome game. Just wish the forest level was bigger. Be mindful of your decisions. They will have an impact on the ending." Yeah, that's something I have come to learn. I've already made one decision that I regret, but I can't take it back at this point. Maybe in another playthrough. There's some sort of machine. You hear that?
Dieser Panzer war nach der Bombe einer der ersten in Manhattan. Wäre ich doch dabei gewesen. Unglaublich, ja. Alles war noch heiß von der Explosion. Trotzdem atomaren General Bombe der Sonne. Ich kann's mir bildhaft vorstellen. Obwohl Kommandant Börner mich danach anschaut. Der Niederschlag ist unser Panzer gewesen. Was der schon von wahre Held. Ganz genau. Es war nur etwas schwierig, die Erde mit der Größe aufrechtzuerhalten. Die andauernd ausgeschert sind und Leute zu überfahren, die Strahlen die Straßen. Ein Akt der Gnade. Wirklich.
Ah. Josh says, "For Artrio and his poor doggo." Must be a reference I don't quite get just yet. Maybe I'll find out more later. Or soon. So it looks like I can't get up there. There. Man, I can't shoot anything out that window. I guess that was not intended. Okay. It's gonna be a pile in that doorway soon. All right, now there was something over here. I think I might have been here though. Yeah. It's coming in handy. I love this little thing with the scope on it. Makes it so much easier to use. Oh, this goes back up there. Okay. I guess we need to go upstairs then, eh? Logan says, when life gives you lemons, make sure that you throw them at random people for good luck and run away like hell. A wise life philosophy.
Ein Toter! Nee, hier ist nichts.
Prower says something that you need to know. Metro Exodus, when you go to meet the Baron, there are women that are topless. Okay, thank you for that heads up. When I go to meet the Baron, I guess I'll understand when I get close to that point. Thanks. I'll be sure to switch off the camera. Okay, I think that's what that was about. Ah! Let's try this again. I guess I'm not allowed to get up there. Okay. Man, this is really hard to navigate. I guess I'm not going the right way. I guess this is the way you go for the secrets. But not for the actual level. Okay.
Hier ist nichts.
Roman says the original Metro was filled with 90s stuff to the brim. Redux games toned it down significantly. Exodus looks more like late Soviet era. Is that accurate? I really should read the books. Oh, man, which way? No! It pushes me down. Great. Wow, this is a sprawling ruin. I'm loving it. Holy cow. Taxis and everything. Iconic New York. Well, let's head in here. I wish I had a flashlight attached to one of my weapons here. Oh, this is that, oh, found some gold. Okay, I've been up there. That leads me back to the boat. Oh, that leads back to the boat. Whoa. Do you think this is what New York City looks like in the Fallout universe, says Wolf's Bane? I mean, yeah. Definitely wrecked. Man. This is really hard to navigate. Okay, up here. Can't go that way. But this just leads us right back the way we were. There we go. No, that leads us back to the ship. What? Ah! This is just driving me crazy. Okay, let's try this again. This way. Roman says the original Metro book was actually a satire of society in the 90s. We had neo-Nazis, commies, and the black ones was a xenophobic derogatory. It was all lost later in the games and books. I see. Okay, starting to look familiar. Here we go. How did you get lost? I don't know how I got lost. I got lost. That's kind of the definition of getting lost, is you don't know how you got there. If you did, you wouldn't be lost. But I'm lost. But I'll figure it out. One drop and I'm gonna start all the way back at the beginning again, right? Okay, I remember this. I spent forever trying to jump up there. Okay. That's the way I went, which got me lost. So I need to go this way. There. Police station. Okay. That's new. No, it's not new. This is the other side of that one building I was in. Oh, okay. She just stood there, staring at me with his gas mask. Okay. Objective, enter subway. Oh, that's right, I have a map. Nope, can't get in there. Ah! Can't get in there. That's the subway. Great. Alright, before I go down, let me see if there's... Whoa! This scope came in really handy. Just the right time. Ooh. Well, I don't know what I've got, but I like it. Ah. Whoa. That is so cool. I remember seeing pictures of these from like 1919 or something. And they made it in this universe. That's so great. Okay. Problem with this gun is it makes me slow as all get out. Well, let's go down into the subway where we can best make use of this thing in close quarters. Love that big train. Is that a train or a tank? Either way, it's wonderful. Hello. Blaskowitz is here. No? No one wants to say hi? I have a feeling I'll be coming back to go down, so we'll do that in a minute. Yep, there's the other way out. Right by that train. And the unicycle things. Oh, that is such a cool tank. That is diesel punk right there. Very, I mean, it's got a Warhammer 40K kind of feel to it, you know? Look, hold on, there's a storefront over here. Wow, look at that. It's gorgeous. I mean, Nazis evil, yeah, but still gorgeous. What is this? Uh-oh. Did we drop down? Uh-oh. Did we drop down? I don't think we should drop down. I think it's a trap. Let's not drop down. We'll probably die. Unless it's a secret. It could be a secret. Oh, look, there's another one. That looks like a far drop. Jonathan says, I started playing Metro last night. I am loving it. Isn't it great? I mean, I'm having a great time with Wolfenstein. Don't get me wrong. I missed this when it came out. But there's just something beautiful about Metro that I'm really enjoying. Okay, let's go down this other level. That's probably where we'll find those shafts of light. No way out.
Long walk to the state building. Caroline, will you help light the way?
Okay. Those were demon dogs. They had red eyes. Oh my gosh. No, thank you. Hooey. Did someone say Metro? I keep wanting to turn the lights out as if it were Metro. But you can't. Ah. All right, let's go check this subway car real quick. Yes. Lore. Albuquerque murders connected to national security? December 12th, 1948, New York. The mysterious Albuquerque murders of 9 local professors in Albuquerque in October was described by state authorities as the work of a psychotic ex-military student. However, a source with connections to the investigation told the U.S. Inquirer that the murdered researchers were working at a secret Los Alamos military facility on something called the Manhattan Project. Oh no. We tried to reach the Albuquerque Police Department for comments, but they declined. Whatever the Manhattan Project is, we don't think it has anything to do with street planning in New York. Oh no. So is that how the Nazis got a hold of nukes? They stole the research Americans were doing on the Manhattan Project? Oh, that is so cool. No, that's not what I wanted. Actually, I still have ammo in this. Okay. I'll take it. What's in this one? Roman says, come visit Russia one day. I'll show you the remains of first-gen anti-nuclear defense system. Also, I have the exact same radio Artyom got strapped to his tablet. Spoiler, he's got only the front panel. Josh says, polite derp about the map and subway. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, I can't look at my map while I have a big weapon, can I? Oh, wait, yeah, it's J. Okay, so that's the way up. Looks like I got secrets if I go down this way. Alright, so let's do that first. I'd love to visit Russia one day, I really would. I'd love to tour some of those Soviet-era bunkers. You know what, I don't need this weapon anymore. It's heavy, it's bogging me down. Let's go down this way. You know, one of my guilty pleasures is to, watch videos on YouTube about urban explorers. They'll find American ruins or Soviet ruins and... Oh, but I can't get through here? Oh, but I can through this connection. And then they'll just go through and they see all the graffiti. Oh, this connects to over here. I see. Okay. Well, before we go this way, let's continue exploring this way. Looks like there are secrets this way. Nutshot. Should probably use my silenced weapon, huh? That is, after all, what it's there for. King Patch says the new setup with the frame is a nice touch to the stream. Thanks, I'm glad you like it. I figured I'd try something new, you know? See if I missed any lore. No.
God damn. Should have listened to Bombate.
I just got attacked by irradiated Nazi alligators. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. Jiminy Crickets. Okay. Well, what am I supposed to find here? Ah, star card. No. No more alligators, please. Oh no. More water. Josh says save the drop. I don't know what that means. Where'd he go? How can I be so bad at stealth? Right. Big guy went boom. I want another one of these? No. Yes. Commuter Journal. Oh, Commuter John's Journal. Monday, macaroni and cheese. Subway, 6:57 a.m. Too little sleep, train crowded. Jenny burned the lunch. Tuesday, pork chops and potatoes. Subway, 6:56. Fat man snoring 2 seats away. Wish I could sleep too. Wednesday, ham sandwiches, Apple. Subway, 7:32. Overslept. Boss will be pissed again. You're not a real American, buddy. Thursday, lasagna. Subway, 6:58. Read an article about Nazi victories. We shouldn't fight them. Slept 4 hours tops. Friday, mac and cheese. Subway, 6:57. Barely any sleep. Jenny burned the lunch again. Jerk behind me yaps in Spanish. Just you wait. Oh dear. Hey, Ox, if you happen to see this between fights, Atreyu, the beast, is begging for a shout-out. Their dog passed away tonight. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry I missed your previous comments, Atreyu, and sorry for your dog. May he rest in peace. Ooh, it's a ghoul.
See if there's some way to power up this old train.
Yes! Another weapon upgrade. So I got the scope for this thing. I could turn this into a magnum, but that's louder. Defeats the purpose of a sniper pistol. Armor piercing. Bullet pierces armor and thin sheets of metal. High efficiency against heavily armored and mechanical enemies. Would that make it inferior against light armored enemies? Or is it just a bonus against armor enemies? Double magazines taped together for a quick swap between the first two magazines instead of reload. Okay, so a faster reload. Let's try armor piercing.
Okay, train's got power. Let's find the controls and see if it moves.
That's a recharging port. And the controls are back that way. That's a fuel. Okay. So the controls down here. All right, here we go. Move train. I love it. Oh, and I keep grabbing this thing. Where did these guys come from? Holy cow, so many of them just sitting around. All right. That goes back the way I came. Exit tunnels. Out that way. There we go. So some of the American survivors tried to use this as a makeshift fallout shelter. Oh, are those the big holes I saw from above? No, those were square-shaped. Oh! 6 unread journals.
Ignore the pain. Ain't dead. So keep moving.
Where do I find these 6 unread journals?
Hey, Cap, you should know. Oh, wow. Look at these stars. Anya, you see this all bright, all knowing? Oh, gosh, look. Oh, they're zooming away. Wait.
William, Wyatt just left. I don't know where. If you are on Fifth Avenue, the State Building should be near.
Oh, they gave me lots of stuff. I hear one of those helicopter things. Unknown Survivors Journal, December 23rd, 1948. 2 days since the bomb, almost found yesterday. Hide in basements, houses collapsed, underground okay, some filled with the dead. Sometimes bodies don't look like bodies at all. Nightmares, Sandra screaming before fire eats her. Try not to scream and sleep. Nazis in yellow plastic suits, searching, killing all and everyone. Someone wrote on a wall, Black Revolutionary Front. Must find. Fast. Think I have flu. Coughing blood.
gefällt mir nicht. Vollständige Durchsuchung! Augen auf, Männer!
Ah! Golly. Josh says, Ox, thank you for making my wait for my relief to show up at work more enjoyable. You're welcome. I hope that relief shows up soon. Concept. I've never understood concepts. I don't get what they do. Okay, so that leads out, but I want to go upstairs first. Ooh. What a ruin. Oh, man. Camera? Looks like I have to go down. Oh, wait, no.
Mama, you showed me postcards from your family in New York City. Wanted to go there. Just you and me.
Now's not the time to reminisce, Blazkowicz. Okay, that's where I'm headed. All right. Looks like I have to go down. Whoa. Whoa. Huge FPS hit. What is that?
Hello, big boy. Come to test the old man's mettle?
Okay. armor-piercing weapon. Doggone it. There we go. Well, I'm not feeling so
Feel
hot
like my
after that.
guts are falling out. Dead man walking.
He keeps on saying that. Dead man walking. All right, that's the way I'm supposed to go. And I will have missed a lot of loot back here, according to this. So let's go back and see if we can find that. Okay. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Can't get back there. I might have lost my opportunity to loot what was in there. Okay. So then let's move on over here. Something in here. Ganilla says, kiss me, Oxhorn, like it's no tomorrow. Alright. Mwah, 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 mwah. There you go. Star card. Manny Saxon. All right, one there and one there. That was gold. Antonio says, hey Ox, loving the stream. I'm relatively new to the channel. I have to say I love all the content you put out. Keep it up. Will do. No plans to stop anytime soon. Hey, Lore. Reader, wake up, America. It is time for America to wake up from its naive slumber. We are fighting our own nature, and we are losing badly. The United States of America was built by great white Americans, the sons and daughters of Germans like the ones we are fighting. Oh, no. Who worked hard to make this country the best in the world. This is why we have been so successful throughout history. Our people should celebrate what makes us so great and embrace it. Now we are losing the war, and in doing so we are losing ourselves. I ask our nation to make peace with Mr. Hitler, who is only fighting to restore the dignity of his people, and fight for the American people instead. Joseph Anderson, November 2nd, 1948, New Jersey. Jiminy crickets. I don't like this universe at all. Oh, I found one. So this is what I should have used. That was the point of this. Okay. Hello. Cookbook recipe sauerkraut burger. Fry or grill a patty of ground hamburger meat. Put patty on top of bottom half of whole grain bread roll. Spread a thick layer of German mustard on the burger meat. Add a hearty dollop of sauerkraut on top. Place thick strips of speck on the sauerkraut. What is that? Put top half of bread roll over the speck and squeeze gently. This is not sounding good. Serve the burger with pickled cucumber, boiled potatoes, and a stout, robust German beer. Someone has scribbled yum. Must make this in German in the margins of the page. Getting my jam on. All right. Let's see. There's something over here. Oh man, that's creepy. And that's the tunnel I would have climbed out had I kept on going. Okay, so it looks like I need to go up those stairs. Yep. Love this little pea shooter. It's not even a pea shooter anymore. It's a legit sniper rifle. If only it was muzzled. Hey, weapon upgrade. Yes. Well, I'm making great work of, let's see, this diesel craft thing. Ignition muzzle, supercharge, extended tank. And then these are my heavy weapons. Let's work on the guns that I'm using. I'm using these guns. Let's get the jungle magazine. All right, my Sturmgewehr is fully upgraded. And I unlocked an achievement for doing so. That's where I climbed. How do I get over there? Looks like we got to do a run and a jump. All right. Alley-oop.
Find a way to reach the top of the state building and make contact with the resistance group. Look for elevators, stairs, anything. The radiation levels should be acceptable at the top of the building.
Holy cow, these demon dogs.
Your voice, Anya.
Out.
Every second. a glory.
Your voice every second a glory? Jeez. Someone's got it bad. You know what? I feel like I'm not being challenged. Let's move that up to do or die. There we go. This is me being ballsy. Let's see how that works. I may come to regret that decision in a minute. Who was that?
Ich ändere meine Position. Ich sehe dich. Wechsle jetzt meine Position.
That's what that was. Okay.
Gib sofort auf oder geh aus meiner Schusslinie.
All right, we're doing okay. We're doing okay on the harder difficulty. We're still alive. Okay, up or through here. Looks like this is a dead end. So up. Hold on a second. My chat glitched. I missed a bunch of your messages. Antoine Nito says, any chance you'll play Metro Exodus? Yes. I live stream Metro Exodus on Fridays and Mondays. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock Pacific time in the morning, I'll stream Metro Exodus. Luke Babcock with a wonderful tip. Thank you, Luke. And let me adjust it to make sure I don't miss messages again. Okay, we're back. Oh, in the crack. Rocky Mountains. This is what we fight for. Frank's postcard. Hi, Darren. I'm writing this postcard from a diner. I had planned to write it at the top floor restaurant of the State Building, but they refused to let me in. Manager said my kind wasn't welcome. I told him I had an appointment with Mr. Larson, but he wouldn't hear it. Called me a liar. I will go back to Santino and speak to him first thing in the morning. By the way, if you ever visit Barry's Diner here in Lower East, ask for a black coffee and a cherry pie. Delicious, Lewis. My kind? We don't get any indication from this letter exactly what kind his is. Was he a Nazi sympathizer or? All right, Empire State Building. Time to go up. Oh, come on. Oh! Did you see that? Oh, no. Oh, man. He didn't even drop a weapon. His power armor was the weapon. Man. Oh, wait, there's his weapon. All right. Any more secrets around here? There's a bell. Does that mean music? Antoine's, sorry. He says, hate to say it, but you said my name wrong. Wrong. It's Antoine D'Antonio. Like Antonio. So Antoine Tonio? Okay. Sorry about that. What is that? It's marked on my map. Oh, it's an alarm. All right, here we go. These elevators had better have elevator music. Oh, Blaskowitz.
Just who the fuck are you, white boy?
Stay calm. Let me first make it absolutely clear that I am not a Nazi.
What you say? You say you're a Nazi?
No, I am not a Nazi. I'm not a Nazi, okay?
Well, you ain't a white-ass fascist Nazi pig, then you're either colored or you're a deviant. And you sure as hell ain't colored, so you trying to pass as a deviant? He look like a deviant to you, Sister Grace?
Nope.
Hang on. I may not be a deviant.
God, I told you he's a goddamn Nazi!
Oh, fuck this.
Motherfucker!
Let me say this again. I ain't no goddamn Nazi.
Hey! Now you bring Super Special back in and you put him down right now, or I will shove this grenade so far up your ass, I'll be dancing and rejoicing as your entrails trickle down from the ceiling. You dig, man?
I dig.
Lady, I got precious little time for your bullshit. We've been trying to make contact with your group. We're organizing for a revolution in America.
We?
The Kreisau Circle.
Especially escort this motherfucker inside the house and get him a hot meal. Let me put this pen back in.
Oh, shit! No!
Take cover!
Relax, man. He's just a duck.
Oh, you bitch got a sick sense of humor. Dude, you're crushing me. Oh.
Chili, okay? It's my papa's recipe. Ain't got no spoon, though.
Oh, thanks.
So what's, with the chicken fence? Chicken? That's my Faraday cage, man. You dig? It keeps the Nazi alien conspiracy from finding us. Oh. I almost got killed by William goddamn Blazkowicz. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Do you mind?
That won't get me demonetized, I'm sure, right? Right?
You were here when the bomb hit?
Yeah, I was. I survived, relatively unscathed, because I was on the ground at the time. When I came up, looked like a vision out of Dante's Inferno, you know what I'm saying? I remember Maine people just wandering through the smoke.
I don't know what I should do.
Remember screams echoing through the bombed-out buildings like howling ghosts. And I remember this mother and son.
I mean, it's not
This boy was
objectionable.
blindly
But will they demonetize me? I don't know.
His arms were outstretched, calling out for his mama. And the heat from the bomb had melted the skin on his arms, and they just drooped. Like he was wearing a shirt that was a couple of sizes too big.
I think he's
and I
full.
remember his mama. She was crawling to get to him. And the half of her body was all gone. It was just gone. What are you thinking in a moment like that? When you know you're losing everything you love? What are you thinking in a moment like that, huh? Shit. That's gonna leave a mark.
She burned her fingers.
Monsters did this.
Not monsters. Men. Look, I'm sorry for your loss, Mr. Blazkowicz. For a little I spoke with Caroline, she seemed like a hell of a woman.
She had balls of steel.
Balls. And why is it that balls are always used as some fucking default definition of badassery? Small, little, delicate things. Resting all snug and warm and cozy and comfortable in their little wrinkly wrapper of fucking skin. Shit.
That is a mystery.
What's not a mystery is the sweet juice they produce.
Yeah, I got a couple of my own on the way. Cute little guy.
It's a girl.
Oh, sorry.
What are you sorry for? What's up, Special?
There's pigs, lots of them coming up the stairs. They're like a fucking army.
Shh, the fuckers found us. Well, you got an escape strategy, Mr. Blazkowicz?
Anya, we're gonna need immediate evac.
Understood, William. Dispatching Has 1 and Has 2 for immediate extraction.
Copy. Move your people to the roof. I'll stall the Nazis until our ride's here.
Brothers and sisters, listen up! I need everybody to get up to the roof now. We're evacuating. And bring all the equipment you can carry. Come on, let's hustle, people!
Come on. Get your shit.
You cool?
Yes!
Just make sure your people make it out.
This is awesome. We found the resistance. All right. Heavy weapons time.
Come and fucking get me, you white-ass fascist Nazi pigs.
My gosh. All right. Here I was talking about... heavy guns, and I'm resorting to sniping already. Clarence's letter, December 19th, 1948. Hey, sweetheart. I sit here under the shade of a big palm tree writing this letter to you. I know, another letter from the front. I just want to let you know how much I miss you guys back home. How much I wish this was a vacation instead of fighting the Nazis, and that you and little Angela were here with me, basking in the sun. You know, it's quite beautiful here on the island where I'm stationed. You got the emerald-colored waters, long stretches of blinding white sand beaches, blue skies as far as you can see, the long line of text redacted, and it's right in front of me. They say we have to move out again soon. I don't know where, but the Germans are pushing the front line, and we have to stop them, or else who will? Anyway, how's my sweet little angel? I miss that pretty face of hers. I miss that laugh I got every time I tickled her belly. I miss it all. Take care, baby. Yours forever, Clarence. I wonder why they redacted that text. But they kept the letter. Like, they didn't destroy the letter. They redacted. Whoa, that's what I get for getting lost in a thought. Okay, maybe I switched the difficulty a little bit too soon. Let's try this again. Okay, let's upgrade my machine gun while I've got it here. Nail gun. Heat up bullets before leaving the gun, making them travel slower but causing much more damage upon impact. Press C to toggle this upgrade for weapon equipped in the right hand, and Z for weapon equipped in the left hand. Drum magazine doubles the machine pistol magazine capacity. Let's do the nail gun. Jeez. Okay. Firma says, dude, just run, lol. You need to run and survive. This is still an RPG or a POV. What? One more time. One more time. Okay. We're gonna switch this back. We tried. We tried. Grace's speech manuscript. Date 7th of August 1948. Brothers and sisters, members of the Black Revolutionary Front, troublemakers and rebels. America is sick. There's a tumor growing inside its body, and it's been growing ever since this country was founded. Ever since it was built upon the broken backs of African slaves, our ancestors. America is a country that has systematically suppressed Black Americans' rights to live their lives in freedom and prosperity. A country that wants to deny us our right to a voice. A country that has shown no interest in finding a cure. My friends, we intend to change this. We intend to become a force to be reckoned with on the political landscape of America. We intend to be the voice for all Black Americans who are voiceless at this very moment. We intend to rid our country of the disease of racism and take our freedom back. I think it's time for... The manuscript ends here with half the page torn off. Grace Walker acquitted of murder charge, 22 of January 1947, New York. The verdict in the now famous trial against Ms. Grace Walker was delivered early this morning. Ms. Walker was found not guilty of all charges and will be released this afternoon. It was in spring last year that Ms. Walker was arrested suspected of murdering Jennifer Brown, a known political activist and affiliate of Ms. Walker, with 2 gunshot wounds to the chest. In a statement to the press, Ms. Walker's lawyer, Norman Caldwell, said that Ms. Walker was satisfied with the trial, but added that the murder trial was a witch hunt initiated by the FBI to frame her because of her political affiliations. Mr. Caldwell accused the FBI of having bugged the offices of Ms. Walker to track her movements and harass other members of her organization.
Just stop smiling, Cap. Come on, everybody's off the roof.
Okay, I did it. Fine. Let me see if I can get any more lore. Any more lore before... Oh, it's not on the map. Any more lore before I hop on board, okay? And I gotta make sure to get that weapon upgrade that I missed earlier.
Cap, are you coming?
Yeah, I'm taking my time. After all of that, I earned the ability to hunt for lore. So calm down.
Caroline. Look. Another angel.
Cap, come on! I seen you make this jump before. Just jump in here, baby.
There was one over here, I thought.
Cap, are you coming?
Well, let's go upstairs.
Cap, come on! I seen you make this jump before. Just jump in here, baby.
He's gonna nag me until I jump up there, isn't he? All right. There. Joe's postcard in very tiny letters. Walker Army Air Base, New Mexico, leading the war effort, November 8th, 1948. My son had an encounter with Bobby Joe at the diner. Same old expert at stringing together words of nonsense as per usual, but he did inform me that he'd heard from Crooked Jane, who in turn had spoken to Jackie One Leg. Okay, I love these names. That you're handling some mighty big case in New York. Go about calling yourself super spesh nowadays. I just about spat my drink out in Bobby Joe's face. Dumbest thing I ever heard, but then I saw that sincere look in his face and I knew he weren't joshing around. Anyway, it's been a darn long time since you came to visit, Norm. Son, you know your old man loves you, whatever bad name you call yourself. Now, I'm not going to start blaming you. You see, I know you're busy with your friends over there in New York, but I have a suggestion for you. Why don't you take your friends with you to Roswell? I got plenty of spare room in the old house. I can even cook up some of my famous spicy chili to feed the hungry bellies. Listen to me, Norm, or Super Spesh, or whatever it is. There's conspiring going on here. Things are afoot, shall we say. Got them military personnel running around like crazy. Something's going on with that underground lab of theirs. With the war against the Krauts going down the crapper, I bet you they're trying to use some kind of alien technology to hit back at the Nazis. Whatever it is, I don't like being kept in the dark. You get back to me, son, you hear me? Your loving father, Papa Joe. So, alien technology?
Cap, are you coming?
All right, I really liked that nail gun, so we'll go ahead and put that back on there. I probably don't need any of this health because I'm about to leave the level, but one more sweep. Any stories that I missed?
Cap, are you coming? Cap, come on! I seen you make this jump before. Just jump in here, baby.
There was one note that I remember getting, but then I died. I don't know if it carries on over from death to death, but I want to make sure I get it. I think that might be it. All right.
Cap, are you coming?
One more look in this corner, which is where I thought I saw it. And no. All right. Let's do it.
Who's little Zeta? You're little Zeta, Abby. Yes, you are. You're such a little gray. You're such a little gray.
We gotta set this right, Grace. Put the fighting spirit back in the American people. Ignite a revolution.
Shit. We've been fighting every motherfucking day, Blazkowicz. White America, though? Huh. They done packed up and given in. See, I guess they don't have the fighting spirit no more. Nah, they just do whatever the fucking Fuhrer tells them to do.
That's baloney. They want to fight the Nazis just as much as we do. All they need is for someone to show them how.
You know who's running the South after the Nazis took over? The Ku Klux motherfucking Klan, am I right?
That's it.
So what you gonna do? You gonna go down there and hold hands with them and
You're
build
kidding
bridges
me.
and persuade them to join our cause? Get your head out your ass, Blazkowicz.
Forget about the turncoats. Focus on the grassroots. I'm running on empty. Don't know how much time I got. Can't even stand up on my own accord no more.
I've seen worse.
Maybe you're right. Maybe the American people grew comfortable living under tyranny. Maybe the Nazis will still be running the show after I kick the bucket.
Sister Grace always right, brother. I learned that the hard way.
I don't know. But I know this. You take freedom away from the American people, you're playing with fire. And I intend to pour some gasoline. People gotta know they don't have to take this shit no more. And if nothing else, that's what I'm gonna do before I go.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Blazkowicz! You want to strike fear in the Nazis? You want to hit them hard for all to see? You want to cause some real motherfucking havoc? Well, then you come to the right woman. So if you still got some Nazi fighting, killing skills up in you, then guess what? I got a plan that's gonna send shockwaves throughout the nation.
Oh, shit! Is this the one where I go home to Roswell?
Show you right!
What do you think about this, Schmidlik? I think I got you now, my little Goylem. Thanks, Hoss. I don't know, Maxilla.
Well, so this is where all the decisions are made. We're gonna need a place to sleep nearby. This room looks empty. Super Smash! Hey, white boy, I'm gonna need a new home for my people. Power outlets, radio room access, and a can. You got it?
Yes, ma'am. Heck yes. What's up, boss?
We sleeping in here.
You got it, sister.
All right, listen up, people. White boy here is gonna show you where to set up shop. After that, I want you to look around, find a place to bunk, get to know the boat folk. And hey, best behavior, you dig?
This way.
You got nukes on this boat?
Yes, we do. There's a stockpile of nuclear warheads downstairs in Section F.
We need to get our hands on one of those.
But we've sealed off the entrance to Section F. Because it's been flooded since the attack.
Blazkowicz, you know how to swim?
Yep.
Maybe this isn't bad. What the fuck is this?
It's a ladder.
I said, what the fuck is this, man? Is this a working toilet I see before me? Handle toward my hand?
Yes. Yes, this toilet can handle all sorts of waste. Feces, urine, vomitus, you name it.
Do you have ass wipe?
If by that you mean toilet paper, yes. Yes. Of course, we need to mind our rations a little bit, but there's ass wipe in there.
God, oh my God,
Yes.
oh my sweet God in heaven, a working, mother flushing toilet. I never thought I'd see the day. It's just, okay, I'm just
It's
gonna
like-
be in here for a minute.
It's like it's like right out of a Fry and Laurie sketch. Remember that Fry and Laurie sketch where
Plug it.
Stephen Fry just couldn't get over the fact, couldn't get over how wonderful
you smiled,
Hugh
huh?
Laurie's toilet was? These are marvelous facilities.
Yeah. Makes sense. No.
Max Haas is good at chess?
Wait a minute. Make sauce.
Oh man, I love him.
Checkmate. Max. No. Max.
No.
Max.
No.
Max.
No!
Max.
No!
Max.
No, you can't be, you stupid toilet!
Hey, calm down. Take it like a man, Set. So you lost a chess. Calm down. Good job, Max. You did good.
Max.
Yes, good. It's okay to win. I feel so sorry for Max. Set, come on, you jerk. It's just a game of chess.
Chimshin, you should go to the shooting range. I've constructed a new section there. I call it the Kill House. I think you'll really like it.
You should have thanked Max for the game.
Jingle! Have you tried the new kill house in the shooting range yet?
I'll try it out. But look, I'm running out of time. It's almost 11 o'clock my time. I've been broadcasting since 7:30. That's a lot of broadcasting. Well, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me for this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. We got pretty far along in this portion of Wolfenstein, the new Colossus. I have no idea how far we are through the game. Really hope that breastfeeding bit doesn't get me demonetized, but oh well, c'est la vie. We'll see what happens. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow morning, I've got a Metro Exodus live stream. It'll be 4 hours long at least. We'll be starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, at 10 o'clock in the morning Pacific time. So I hope you'll join me there. We're at the island, which is the first section which we reach after getting on the train. And we're at a part where we have to do some stealth operations without killing a bunch of people if we want the good ending. So it's going to be a bit tricky. We're right there at the hangar, or at the tugboat bay. So we're going to try and infiltrate that without killing any of the traitors. That's the goal. So join me tomorrow morning for that. Also, I'm working on two new lore videos for the weekend. A video on Mr. Burke and the Power of Adam quest in Fallout 3. And then we'll be doing part 4 of the full story of Fallout 3 for Sunday. So, lots of great content coming for you this weekend. And the next week, who knows what we'll do. It'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys have a fantastic Thursday night. Sleep well, and I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for a live stream of Metro Exodus.